Okay, kids. I got interrupted by I don't know, like a day or something like that. It's been a crazy couple of days. Um, I'm trying to get back to the Pam story, but it's still in my mind. So I think where where I had to cut things off. That was the TR, my DHHS caseworker, social worker, was looking for me. It was so bright out I couldn't see my image now. I'm in the shade. It's busted up right now. I couldn't see anything on the screen really. So apparently when the camera's on, it must keep the phone from ringing. My ringer was up, and all that, and to keep alerts from coming through. And I couldn't see the visual ones because it was too bright out. So I was about to lose my ride back to the shelter. I think I caught like his last message was like, "Yep, been looking around, been driving around looking for you. I hope you're okay." And I know what I feel like when I'm left hanging by somebody who has said, "I'll be there." So, I had to go real fast, but so I was just talked, I think, a little bit about how I think I already talked about how she started mumbling under her breath, but really out loud, like at me, and at other people. But there's a little bit more. Well, that's where the story ramps up. Really. But I think I backed up to the second part of our little thing right there at the table together when she. I think I mentioned this before. Also, yeah, okay. I'm a little bit stoned. Sorry. No, I'm just trying to think. I don't want to repeat too much. I mentioned before how she takes a whole bunch of time telling you how she. Oh yeah, I think I was using the cafeteria. Yep, I'm leaving right now. But leave. Mr. Reggie says I have to leave. Miss Bernie now says I have to leave too. So I guess I gotta go. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get going right after I eat these 3 other things that I have here stashed in my bag. And she goes, it's like a bad Looney Tunes commercial or something, that she's going to tell you how she's getting ready to be going, like pretty soon. She's going to tell. She started doing that shit about how, yeah, I know. I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to tell you about the wallet I got at Walmart, and then like it starts all over. Pam, you're still doing it. Can I please eat my oranges in peace? and that's when she started to under the breath, I was just I was talking to you anyway. I was talking to somebody else, and I wasn't even trying to talk to you. But she trying to get my attention. I wasn't talking to you. Yeah, I talked to myself. I was talking to myself too. I was telling myself about the wallet. I was telling myself about the wallet I got. I can use the new ATM pin that I got. Jesus fucking Christ. Like Bertie, I'm allowed to. Then she starts going. I'm allowed to talk. Nobody can tell me I can't talk. Pam, I never said you couldn't talk. I told you I didn't want to listen to it. I didn't want to hear it. I'm allowed to say that, just like you're allowed to say what you want. So as new neighbors, we're supposed to respect each other's needs. I told you mine. You can't tell anybody. You can't tell anybody that they can't talk. You can't tell anybody that they can't talk. Pam, I never said that you can't talk. I'm going to tell Mr. Tim, and Miss Rosie when he gets back that I'm going up front. I'm going to tell them that I was just trying to tell you a story about a wallet, and you told me that I couldn't talk. That I had to be quiet. That I could. Pam, I never said those things. Don't put words in my mouth. And she starts getting louder and louder and louder, and so I start getting up and walking away. And as I'm walking away is when she started with the fucking everybody in this fucking place. You. I can say whatever the fuck I want. And there were kids. At that time, 2 different families of kids. Man, actually at that time there were about 3. I think the little 2-year-old was there, and then the older kids, I don't think had gone. I think they were eating their breakfast. Amanda's kids, and I think the other family was because we were. She's the one that I it was like one of the ones they were all like consoling me or whatever, if you want to say that, like, it's like you just trying to like tell her, that's not what you said. You didn't tell her she couldn't talk, but she just starts going the fuck off. Losing her shit. She lost. I got an icy, or freezy, or whatever family fairs version of this freezy. I don't know, whatever. It's trendy. It's got an E on the end of it. That one probably actually is say though, instead of like point, P-O-N-T-E, because it makes the neighborhood that much more grand. Hate shit like that. So she's going, she lost her shit, and she is, and she starts getting physical, and then she's going to be doing the crying and the screaming, and everybody in this place, and you everywhere allowed to say whatever we want, and then she's like trying to like yell at other people, trying to get their sympathy, and evil Bernie meaning the meanie. Just fucking insane. So of course, by this point, I'm exiting stage left, which happened to be past her, but I got out okay. It's not. I don't consider her a physical threat or anything like that, except to my eyes when she's like, she's like half dressed because her stuff's all like up here, and she's got her fat rolls all like hanging all over the benches and the dining hall. I mean, I can't sleep in my boxers because I can't be seen by the people I change in front of, and stuff like that. When I'm in my boxers, no clue what that is all about. But I'm not allowed to do that. But I gotta look at her falling all over the place while I'm eating. Jesus Christ. So, by the time I come back, the monitors and all are involved, and and then eventually Tim was there. I didn't get anything. Tim didn't even say anything to me. I just assumed he had heard about what happened, and I asked. I said, I guess you heard about this morning, huh? And he's like, oh, what are you talking about? I said, the confrontation. He said, what confrontation? I said, you didn't hear about the blow up with Pam, or might have blow up. You didn't hear about the blow up with me and Pam? Oh, yeah. It's like, what it came down to, he just said, just try to avoid her, I mean, she doesn't belong there right now. I didn't know she was having a meeting that yesterday morning with a caseworker. I didn't see her the whole rest of the day, so I don't know I don't know what, I don't know if she's calling or what. Nobody said anything this morning, but I'll find out when we go back. Yeah, she needs managed care for sure. She's gotta be that. Oh, so Tim was just like, just try to avoid her, and just keep taking the high road is what he said. So that's all that matters, is that, to me anyway, is that at least, I'm not trying to show off for a group by any means, but at least, when a group was present and there was being, harassment, essentially, whether it was kind of willful harassment, believe me, I felt her claws I was being harassed, even if in a distance there. I heard, gosh. When you're in a difficult situation like that, your first words are like, would you just shut the fuck up every time? Like I went through that rant earlier. Because, Pam, no one fucking cares, Pam, or something like that. That is how these people would start off. I mean, they currently still do, unless there was an epiphany here in the last, week or something like that. The women at these shelters, I don't know what it is. There's so fewer of them, it seems, than men. I guess there are more shelters devoted specifically to women and families and stuff. And usually if somebody's getting the boot, it's the dude. So, so many of these guys are like, I got divorced, my wife took everything, or my wife left me and took everything, or I couldn't stand to be around that bitch with out of control borderline, or whatever, like a Pam situation. I mean, there's all kinds of reasons, but it seems like when that happens, a lot of the guys let it happen, or have to let it happen until the courts circle back around, which, with usually Health and Human Services, or CPS, or, whatever involved, and restraining orders and things like that. And these guys are, and to get their due process, it's taken a really, really long due process. The due process is taking really, really long, and so I guess that's why there's so many more guys out here than girls. But if guys have a problem with each other, they sort of settle it, usually without fighting. I've not seen an actual fight. I've seen a little scuffle with a couple of guys, doing the peacock wrestling, shoulder wrestling, or whatever. I've seen if you and your missus, meaning it was almost a fight, but either they stopped it or one of us did, or whatever. It's not that guys aren't catty at all, straight or gay. It's not that guys aren't catty at all. They certainly can be. I can be. But oh my God, the women do it in packs, and the packs keep changing depending on who they consider the threatening enemy, or the weak one who just gives them entertainment a day or something. It's really fucked up. And like I said, they just come right back out and braid each other's eyelashes and shit, to mix a couple of metaphors. But I'm sorry, but if you got me fighting the night before for some reason, if you pushed me to the level where I'm fighting, and that Pam thing, this is not a fight with me, it was just a minimization, and I wouldn't say de-escalation because I was in it, but it was how do I not keep it from escalating, sort of situation, and walk out of there without having gouged my eardrums out or something like that. So, I must have a really tight haircut with new beard trimmers that I got, beard and hair trimmers that I got from Walmart. after we got paid for our class the other night, which was woo-hoo. Yeah, if something like that happens with me, man, I was going to say something kind of crude, and I almost forgot the audience. We're not good the next day. We're not good the next day. I don't care who you are. We are not good the next day. I'm not saying can't get over it for after that. But, there were some times when that is true. But the one thing I'm not doing is giving you a haircut with my new trimmers. I'm just go fucking get on a bus and go pay $25 for your haircut, you douche. You were an asshole last night. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this, but not until I'm goddamn well ready. Get the fuck out. I don't see you right now. The more I see you right now, the more you're just adding to the anger in my mind, because now you're pissing me off because I'm having to tell you to go away and you're being insensitive about not a set boundary, but it's just like, who the fuck? You think that was nothing last night? That's a boundary. It's an insensitivity on the person as to what a normal, safe approach stance should be in the world of the spider or something like that. He approaches his bait very carefully so as not to scare her away or piss her off. This is an innate mating thing, but there's reasons for that. I'm going to join your pack again because I got drunk on power last night and ate too much of the carcass or whatever. They all chase him out and somehow he's going to come back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'll rub my belly, smell my belly if you want. Okay, yeah, I'm a bitch. I won't come back. But yeah, the women, and it's almost, you can tell when it's an act because they don't speak to each other like that normally. This is why I guess this is the reason I don't understand how more people don't pick up on people lying to them in real time, because if you know the people, if you know the people and you know their normal behaviors and things like that, what the fuck? Wait, we're supposed to calling each other Shug and Babe and let me do this and you sit over there, watching TV or in the cafeteria, you don't talk to anybody like that, but the person you fought with last night, you're sugaring and babing and let me help and see what we can do for each other and pet each other's. Never mind. Again, almost lost audience. I forgot the audience. So, yeah, that's it. Now I'm going to try to take a computer class to get another stipend from. It's like an hour-long class and a proctored exam. Proctored exam is 2 blocks away from here. I was just going to go ahead and take the class on their computers instead of mine, and then take the test so I could get the other stipend. But they're not there now. They couldn't get around to it this morning, and they're not there now, so that's fine. No big deal. Oh, by the way, I just realized, I hope you guys can hear me. I just got these yesterday from the last stipend for that class, yesterday. And I didn't disconnect them, but I didn't have them on, so I might have been using these microphones, hopefully I picked up something. I'm going to be really pissed if I got to get this interpreted by a lip reader or something, especially with the way I've been looking all over the fucking place like I always do. So, if this sounds weird, sorry. I just realized that's why. I had them on, and then I realized they looked like, they look like a really dumb looking. I look like a real dumb looking Trump supporter with big hoop earrings off the middles of my ears, and I thought that looked a little funny for this. So I didn't want to use that. I kept laughing at myself when I went to turn it on. So I took it off. If I'm laughing at myself, then I'll be doing it probably the whole time. Because it was so bright back there. These things were like hoop. They just it looked like Dumbo earrings or something. So I like them in the open air. I've never had open air. I had earphones, yeah, but they certainly don't have the same like bass punch or anything, but they are a lot more convenient and they're more comfortable on your ears and they're easier to pull on and off. You just grab them and put them in your pocket. They're like little dumbbells. Okay. I guess see you later, kids.